Hello, hello, hello. I just got done with Instagram, so I figured I'd come on here, see if anyone's on here. A second here. Give it a minute, see if guys come in or not. Come on now. Here we go. Oh man. So on Instagram, I went live just a minute ago, and basically, what I want to do is for those of you that don't have an Instagram, I would like to talk to you right now about what I talked about on Instagram. So on Instagram, you can ask questions. So what happened is I asked a couple questions last week on my story. So let's get into it, right? So the first one was your favorite soup maker. So what I put on there was Pini Parma, which I've done a review on YouTube about. The second one is Spear McKay. I've done a review about them as well, and my thoughts about them. Only thing about Spear McKay is just remember if you get it on clearance, a lot of times you can't return it. So please do keep that in mind. Edward Sexton, I don't think I need to make any kind of comment about that. It's pretty obvious. Absolute beautiful clothing. J Press is an Ivy League style. It is very much Ivy League style. Please keep that in mind. And that is, it's nice. It really is nice and enjoyable, but please keep in mind it is Ivy League style. Next one, Oliver Brown. This one's not really talked about very much, but Oliver Brown is a wonderful company out of the United Kingdom. They make different kinds of tuxedos, and I mean from double-breasted to regular tuxedos to cummerbunds to anything black tie. They have evening jackets, they have smoking jackets, they have just about everything you could want in a jacket. They have it. And then they also have suits, they have separates, they have sport coats, they have ties, they have just about everything. And I don't see them talked about very much on these platforms. And definitely would be something to check out. And they have high sizes. And what I mean by that is they go all the way up to like 50, 52. So those that like the hormones in the chicken, guess what? You got a place to go. You got a home. All right, like myself. So Haspel. So Haspel is like seersucker, and it's been around for a long time. It's out of New Orleans. It's meant for hot weather, and it's definitely something you have to pay attention to if you're looking to cool down and wear something really formal and elevated. Definitely something you can check out, and it has a really unique texture to it, so you could wear things with it if you like to match textures. All right, next one would be pro or anti bow tie. I am pro bow tie, 100%. I love bow ties, but the thing is, I only have one for a tuxedo, so that's something that I definitely want to point out to you guys is only have one for a tuxedo and nothing more. So please do keep that in mind. And I'm looking at maybe getting some, but I'm not sure. All right. What are your favorite shoes? I have the Masonic slippers that I wear. Love those shoes. I've done a video about it. Another one, the Carmina wingtips. Fucking beautiful and a really nice, strong color. Favorite thing, smoking cigars. Nowhere else in our world where it doesn't matter race, religion, creed, nationality, or wealth that you can sit down, have a conversation, and allow yourself to reflect on things as well. But like, I don't know really how else to say this, but I've met so many people from the wealthy of the wealthiest to the lows of the lows in a cigar bar, and let me tell you what, they got lots of friends in there, and it doesn't matter, and you could just chat and have a good time. And honestly, one of the guys last year, his name was Dan. He passed away, unfortunately. I did the first episode of Talking with Elders for him because we had set up a date, basically, or a time, not really a date. We set up a time to where I was going to do an interview with him, but unfortunately, he had passed away by the time that had occurred. He did not have a wife or children or anything. It was just himself. And we went to dinner with him, quite a bit, me and my wife, and then also saw him every week at the cigar bar, and I never would have met him if I didn't go to the cigar lounge. I never would have, and I think that would have changed my life forever in a negative way because he enriched my life very much, and I miss him a lot. And it's still very difficult for me to go back to the cigar lounge and look exactly where he sat and not feel a certain kind of way, like as far as it's sadness, but it's also happiness because I had him for the time that I did, and I remember lots of those conversations, and I'll never forget them. So thank you, Dan, wherever you are. All right, next one. How's Texas weather? It's fucking hot and fucking humid. I don't know how else you can say that. It's just fucking hot and fucking humid. All right, style icons. Steve McQueen, Nat King Cole, Paul Newman. Steve McQueen, I don't think I had to make any kind of one way or the other. Relatively easy to figure out. Steve McQueen is a stud. I don't think I need to tell you guys that. It's pretty obvious. All right, next one, Nat King Cole. Oh my goodness. Look at the casual style of Nat King Cole. That's all you need to know. Look at the casual style. The regular style is fine. He does. He has a classic business wardrobe. You could definitely copy it if you're looking for business. He does have that part to him. But the other side, the casual side, it is really elevated and extremely unique. So pay attention to it. And the way he pairs colors, the way he does, it's very nice. Look at a lot of the pictures if you can get them in color, because a lot of the pictures are in black and white. But if you pay attention, even if they're in black and white, the idea is the same. More especially if you look at the winter clothing where he's wearing a V-neck sweater and he's wearing a tie and he's wearing a cardigan and he's wearing his shoes, and just look at that, and the sunglasses. Oh my goodness, the sunglasses. He has an iconic picture of him with sunglasses, and it's awesome. It just tells you right away. It screams to you, put on some freaking sunglasses because it'll look real nice. All right. Next one is Paul Newman. I don't think I really need to go into that. All the way from high to low to casual. Guy was always a stylish dude. And even when he raced, he just had a certain presence about him. And he was hello, whoever just joined. He had a certain pleasure about him. And it was like an aurora to him, and it was really nice to see that. All right, so another question I got asked is about fitness. So I don't do any fitness right now because I work outside for my second job, and it's over 100 degrees outside. So what I do is I don't eat a lot, because if you do eat a lot and you work outside, you will pay the price for it. It will not end well for you. You can't eat a lot and work outside. And even when you do work outside and you go to eat lunch, you don't feel, and this is my experience, you don't feel hungry a lot of the times. You don't even really want to eat, but you do in order to get that energy back inside to where you can still carry on throughout the day. All right, next one is with the help of weight loss. So water, and do as much strenuous activity and move your eyes. Basically, stop watching Netflix. Stop doing stuff on the couch. If you're watching Netflix, you can do it on a treadmill. You can watch it on the treadmill. You don't have to be sitting on the chair at your home. If you're watching a football game, the same thing. Just walk for 2 quarters. You can walk for 2 quarters and then halftime, take a shower, and then go home. Not hard, like you're sitting here watching TV when you literally could be walking on a treadmill. You don't have to sit down to do that. You could literally, like I said, walk on a treadmill and watch the same programs. A lot of gyms, not that they have Wi-Fi, some actually do, but I'm saying in general, their reception is really well. So you could just put the phone right there, watch it on a treadmill, or if you're on a bike or whatever, and you have it right there, it's real easy. It's a really easy way to get yourself going. All right. Next one is a must-have watch. Speedmaster, Speedmaster, Speedmaster. If there was a watch that I would say that will get you an entry level, this would be it right here. And even if it is an entry level, this is a one and done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. But this, or any kind of Rolex, and what I mean by that is you have the Explorer, which I'd recommend, the Submariner I'd recommend, the Datejust I'd recommend. I've owned all of those, GMTs, and I mean, just any kind of Rolex would be fine. The only thing about that is it will be something you really want to pay attention to. Is if you get into this, it is a problem because you won't be able to stop yourself. If you start getting into watches, you'll start looking at other stuff and go, wow, I wonder what that was like. And it's a problem. So please do keep that in mind. If you don't want to fall into that, or that's just not interesting to you, let's talk about it here. It's by Seiko. Seiko SKX. Awesome, excellent watch. You can do anything with it, and it is a superb thing to use. So please do keep that in mind. All right, next one would be, that's all I have. I thought I had more, but I guess I don't. So this was coming off the stories off of my Instagram from the other day. I figured I'd go live here real quick, answer them. That way you guys have some stuff as well. And I am going to have a good day, and hopefully you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later.